그럼요, 잘 지냅니다. 끝나겠네요. 또 연락드리겠습니다.
좋아요.
Oh my god.
So tired from my thoughts that keep on swirling around. Medication used to help me breathe. Now it feels like it's abusing me. 'Cause all of my thoughts take the air out of me. And I can't disagree with the lies that I think you believe. Tell me, what do you believe? And if there was a way to explore my brain, I
마무리되면 같이
Please help me take the pain away. So comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful. A star could never shine as bright as you. Shine as bright as you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. It's not logical, the way I feel when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, it's not optional. How gravity just pulls me right to you, to you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than